Hi, I'm the Tokenomist. I'm the founder of the Gweimlins NFT project. You can call me Mason, and in this video, I'm going to present to you a case for Solana and Immutable X for minting an NFT project on. I'm going to show you the pros and the cons of both, and at the end of this video, you can jump into the Discord, jump on the polling channel, and you can vote for which one you like most. Let's go to the intro.
This is the Tokenomist.
So this is my slightly better surroundings that I use as my day-to-day office, and I thought I'd get someone to give me a hand who I know can make much better videos than I can, so I can go through both of these scenarios. Before we start and do this video on the pros and cons of Solana and Immutable X, let's just look at the first principles of why I'm even doing this video. As a project, our goal is to raise sufficient capital that we can build a small venture capital fund. But I also want to make sure there's an insurance policy there for you, the community. If we don't sell 50% plus of the NFTs in mint, we're not going to be a very effective NFT project to do venture capital funding. So Immutable X offers to us the ability to do a very cheap refund and not leave you, the community, feeling shortchanged with high gas fees in doing so. But Immutable X isn't the only way to do that, and it's not the only way to raise capital. So we need to make sure that we're picking the right platform to launch the project on in a way that's attractive enough to secondary market, that allows us to raise capital, but also keeps in place that insurance that if we don't hit the 50% sale mark, we can offer a refund. So knowing that it's not just Immutable X that we can do that on, I thought it was worth talking about both of them and letting you folks make the decision. So very quickly, what is Solana? Well, Solana is a layer 1 blockchain. Just like Ethereum is a blockchain where you can store data on it, you can do cryptocurrency transactions on it, you can do the same on Solana as well. And that's one way, one place where you can do NFTs on. And it's growing fast. There's been over $500 million worth of NFTs on Solana, and well, it's just an alternative. It's also really cheap. So what's Immutable X? Immutable X is a layer 2 scaling solution for Ethereum. It allows more transactions to go through Ethereum, which enables you to do them in a much cheaper format. In fact, gas-free when it comes to using Immutable X for NFTs. You will have heard of projects like Moody Crows, Alex Becker shouted out about them. Also, Dogepound did their Halloween edition on there. It potentially is the future for Ethereum where more transactions will move off layer 1 onto layer 2. That's Immutable X. So let's talk about the pros and the cons of Solana first. You'll have heard of some blue chip names like Degenerate Apes, other projects such as Aurora, Thogbird, Soulpunks, they're getting a lot of traction. Big platforms like Solana are out there, FTX is putting a lot of money into there, a lot of games are being built on there, and actually if you look at the top volume sales of NFT projects across the world, you have to find quite a few dozen of Solana projects before you see an Immutable X project. And it comes to the cons side of things, well, Coinbase NFT platform's coming out soon, and we haven't yet heard any talk of them looking at putting Solana projects on there. On top of that, you're not going to see a Solana project on your MetaMask wallet at this stage. They aren't on OpenSea, which is the biggest marketplace for NFTs, and they've only just started to have Solana-based wallets for phones. Things are still in its infancy there too, certainly compared to where Ethereum stands. Obviously these things will change, and by the time you watch this video, there's probably tons of mobile wallets. One other thing, it's not free to do a transaction on Solana. Currently, it's going to cost you about 1.5 cents, maybe even 0.1 cents, so it's pretty much free. So to sum up Solana, it's not on OpenSea, which is the biggest marketplace, but it does have a fast developing ecosystem of buyers of NFT projects. It has already got some blue chip traction, people are spending good money on them, and they're fairly cheap to transact. Pros and cons of Immutable X. Well, Immutable X, as we said, isn't a layer 1 solution, it's a layer 2 scaling solution, which means it's EVM, Ethereum Virtual Machine compatible. That means, one, it's not currently on OpenSea. There's a very strong possibility soon that you can transact them on OpenSea, just like you can Polygon. Coinbase NFT haven't mentioned Immutable X yet, but again, being EVM compatible, if that's the route they're going, it could be on there. Transactions per second, very high. It's gasless once you get your Ethereum onto the Immutable X network. Projects can be moved onto the Ethereum mainnet, and they are known as carbon neutral, which may have a very positive ring to it and may attract more institutional support. So what are the cons? Well, the biggest one out of the box is it's pretty new. So the developer ecosystem is pretty small. If you jump onto the Immutable X Discord server, it's a bit of a wasteland at the moment, and I'm sure that will change. But right now, it's very expensive to get a smart contract developed for a minting project. Just taking a look at the Solana side of things, we can probably deploy a contract ourselves for a couple of grand. When it comes to Immutable X, we're going to be looking at $20,000 to $30,000. It's a lot of money difference. Because of the lack of developers out there, it's not easy to get things fixed if you have problems like it might be with Solana. And with that embryonic stage, the volume of sales is a lot lower than Solana. That means there's less people transacting on their marketplaces, and they're still in their infancy too. You've got Token Trove, you've got IMX's own marketplace. People aren't using them in the same way they're using Solana, certainly. And two more things before we finish. Moody Crows was probably their biggest named project launch. The price hasn't really held solid. Obviously it's been in a declining market, but we are still seeing strong prices on other networks. Finally, while the platform is still gasless for transactions, you do have to bridge money from Ethereum mainnet onto Immutable X, and that does cost money. So it's a little bit disingenuous when they say it's gas-free. Well, there you have it. There's the pros and the cons of Solana and Immutable X. You need to decide which of those platforms is best for the job. Now, can they both do the job? Can they both provide cheap transactions? Can they both provide a refund facility? But which one of those has got more established buyers already? That's for you to decide. So I'm going to put up a poll in the Discord, you vote for it, and the one that wins, well, that's the way we'll go. Well, I hope you preferred this video. Maybe you like this video better, maybe you preferred this format, maybe it was easier to understand. Either way, I want to show you that I believe that the community should decide at all times how we progress this project. Thanks for watching. Thanks for participating. Thanks for giving me the opportunity to present an idea to you. If you want to stay on top of these kind of videos, we're going to be putting them in the Discord channel for video streams, or you can just jump on YouTube and type in The Tokenomist. I'll be popping them in there. Follow me on Twitter, Real Tokenomist, where I try and talk about more just general crap. And this is the blatant shield for me, really. Not even talking about Solana and Immutable X. Who cares about them?